For 23 years, MedTech MVP has been educating entrepreneurs, providing connections for funding, and creating great connections in the heartland of MedTech, Minneapolis. This meeting has created a ton of innovations, so it was fitting that I started with a conversation with Manny Villafano, the godfather of cardiovascular innovation. Manny showed me how the breakthrough lithium-based pacemaker from CPI, now the 8th unit ever built, which he happened to make with his own hands, was actually still operational after 50 years. Yes, 50 years. It's amazing. Listen to that tick, tick. Has saved over 100 million lives. Manny and Medical 21 team are at it again and are now working on its next innovation to eliminate the need for vascular grafts for bypass surgery that will improve recovery outcomes and costs. I also met with David Thompson at Ostera Therapeutics, who is changing the lives for the 2% of over 1 million hip and knee implants that end up with infections. Now, his antibiotic delivery system is proven to reduce the recovery, which is from now 16 weeks to 2 weeks, while also reducing the cost of treatment and, more importantly, the comorbidities that causes. There's also incredible ways to decrease cost of infection from AdTech Healthcare, whose plasma-based solution reduces the bioburden for foot ulcers, surgical site infections, and is one of the only solutions for central line infections using a focused cold plasma array. Really pretty incredible. Now, infection control was not the only need being addressed by innovators. I also saw two important innovations benefiting women's health, with one from iSano, whose solution could absolutely democratize breast cancer diagnostics by providing easy to perform and remote reading of ultrasound breast cancer screening with a far better accuracy for dense breasts than traditional mammography. Now, additionally, Melody is developing a device to solve the need for the actually 1 out of 4 breast reconstructions that have complications with a soft tissue device that eludes antibiotics and quickly absorbs into the body. Looking forward to seeing that one. Now, these innovations wouldn't be able to impact the market without the right guidance and pathways for regulatory and reimbursement, and MedTech MVP speaker program provided some incredible guidance. Now, one question presented was whether it's worth it to go for breakthrough designation or not. Now, I was impressed by the data that showed that the products that gained FDA's breakthrough status showed a 3-month reduction in de novo timeframe and a 6-month reduction in PMA pathway. That's meaningful. Now, also, according to the panel, 100% of those products received additional reimbursement designation, which is probably even more important. Now, I could go on for hours about the education that the breakouts and the panels advised, but one of the key nuggets was from Michael Kujak, who, along with Jan Garfinkel, highlighted the importance of not just thinking about the FDA approval, which, good news, was universally applauded for becoming much more collaborative over the years, but also thinking about reimbursement through the clinical process. This way, companies are creating evidence in their clinical trials that can help create a greater likelihood of answering the all-important question on reimbursement and ROI. This year's MedTech MVP was an incredible platform for education, collaboration, and also celebration, with awards given to MedTech MVP Raymond Cohen and the first ever pitch prize for an artificial liver that was developed out of Mayo. Pretty impressive. With all of the innovation advancing, where's the future of funding? Well, after a cold winter of investments, the universal consensus is that acquisitions are warming up, with a couple big ones, Shockwave and Silk Road, happening during the meeting. We've seen IPOs also on the rise as well, with markets becoming more friendly. And as a result of that liquidity, private equity and VC funding will begin to flow and accelerate in late 24 through 25, barring any major macroeconomic changes. Now, I'm sure I've missed a lot more. So Please let me know what innovations or education you're impressed by, and we're honored to play our part by connecting the talent with the innovation to make it all happen. Thank you.